All right, we're coming to you again live from South Florida. More DCS special coverage here for you on WVUA. And it may seem like this part of the country is a long way from Tuscaloosa, but it's certainly not a long way from the Tide faithful. And Jonathan Tate is certainly an example of that. You're an active member of the Broward County Alumni Association, correct?
Absolutely correct. Just one of many. We have a lot of Alabama alumni and fans down here who enjoy supporting the Tide, even though we're a little ways away from Tuscaloosa.
Tell us a little bit about your history, when you graduated, and
Sure.
when your time was in T-Town.
Well, that was the best 5 years of my life. I really enjoyed that redshirt season, although I didn't play ball. But the 5 years I spent in Tuscaloosa was some of the best times of my life. Met my wife at the 9-4 Iron Bowl, and we now live here in Fort Lauderdale, where I grew up. Not a mile from here as we sit at BMR.
What's it like? Take me to a game day experience. So it's the rest of us are in Tuscaloosa watching the football game, and you're down here probably it's not as much of the fall weather that you have during the main football season. So what's a game day experience like for you all here?
Well, aside from wishing I was in Tuscaloosa and making it up to a couple games, we do a lot as our alumni chapter, having parties at various restaurants and bars. Whoever will have us, and guarantee that we'll get the TV no matter who Florida State, or Miami might be playing on that given Saturday. So we have a good time. We get together, we have a good group, have a few raffles, and we've developed a pretty strong core. And I've noticed over the past few years, somehow our crowd keeps getting bigger and bigger. I'm sure it has nothing to do with Coach Saban and our success.
It's probably great for you having the Tide this close to home for you, right? This is quite a treat for you personally.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I'm always happy to go. I try to bring my son, my wife, my children whenever I can, but making it 13 hours in the car is no fun, and it's a lot more fun to have everybody down here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing some of my friends who will host us whenever we're in Tuscaloosa and Birmingham, and having them here in town, and I can bring them to see some of the sights here and around South Florida before the game.
Well, why don't you look in the camera right there, the folks back at home in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham area, and just give them your best Roll Tide there, Jonathan.
Roll Tide!
Roll Tide!